Stop the jokes.
So I send this.
Okay. Oh. So now we started already, I think. But why is it not here? Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, just check and hear the sound. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. So let's quickly start. We are focusing today on. Hi Toib, nice to see you. Okay, focus kita hari ni on how to structure your essay, how to organize your essay. This is your biggest problem in writing. Tapi once you dah tahu structure, once you already know how to organize your essay, your life becomes easier. Okay. Also, thank you to Sir Carol for setting up our streaming session today at the library. Okay, let's go. Okay. Hello Damiah. Okay, let's go. Okay, paper 2 writing ada 3 bahagian. Bagus Toib. Dia bagi full. Waalaikumsalam. Okay, let's start. Okay, hi Zulaika Ramajan. Okay, so paper 2 writing, there are 3 parts. The first part is short communicative message. Tak semestinya email, boleh juga nota pendek yang keluar. So just be careful. Yo, 5B, Syamim. Part 2, guided writing. Guided writing soalan telah diberi. Okay. And then part 3, extended writing. Ada 4 jenis soalan. Article, review, story, report. Tapi yang selalu keluar adalah article, review and story. Report selalunya tak keluar lah. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Sekejap. Okay. So part 1, okay, this is soalan MRSM. Let's look at the question very quickly and then we will try to do this question, okay? You received an email from a classmate Hamza. Okay, when you write your reply, pastikan you tulis Hamza. Jangan tulis benda lain. Jangan tulis hello Hamizi, hello Zaim. Don't say these names, just say Hamza. So pastikan you reply to Hamza. Jangan tulis nama orang lain. Hi, Teacher's Day is almost here. I am planning to buy a present for our class teacher. What should I buy and how much should I spend on it? Where can I buy it from? I'll be waiting for your reply. Bye. Okay. So, soalan dia tanya 3 benda. What should I buy? How much should I spend on it? Where can I buy it from? Okay. So, these are the 3 things soalan dia tanya. What is the question asking? What should I buy? How much should I spend on it? Where can I buy it from? So pastikan you jawab 3 benda ni. Ini markah konten kamu guna penanda wacana, sentence connectors. Alright. Let's look at the answer lah. Okay. But sebelum answer itu, okay, sebelum answer, I want you to see the structure. How to answer part 1. Structure ni penting. Bila you ada structure, it will be easier for you to write your answer. Write your answer. Okay. So untuk email ni ataupun short communicative message ni, structure dia kena ada 3 benda. Dia satu perenggan saja. Satu perenggan, opening remarks, answer the questions and closing remarks. 3 benda saja. Opening remarks dan closing remarks sentiasa sama. Okay? Opening remarks, that sounds exciting. That's great to know that you will be buying a present for your teacher. You boleh juga guna how are you. Okay, tapi kalau tak ada, janganlah how are you, terus straight to the point because hanya 80 perkataan saja. And then you answer the question. In my opinion, I think you can buy a planner for your teacher. Contoh. And then closing, and then you jawab semua 3 soalan tu and then you bagi closing remarks. I hope you find my suggestions useful. Hopefully these suggestions will help you to make a wise decision. Okay, that's all. Straight to the point sahaja untuk part 1. Structure part 1 sangat simple. You patut jawab dapat sekurang-kurangnya 18 ataupun hingga 17 hingga 18 markah daripada 20. You must score high. Okay, ini sample answer yang saya tulis. I want you to write on your own. But this is what I got. Dear Hamza, it sounds exciting that you are planning to buy a gift for your teacher. Saya ambil balik daripada soalan. In conjunction, bersempena with the Teacher's Day celebration. In my opinion, you should get a daily planner because it can help your teacher to plan her days better. I think you would spend approximately, lebih kurang Nice word, approximately. You also boleh guna perkataan about. Approximately RM20 to RM30 for a good quality planner. If I'm not mistaken, kalau tak salah saya, ini penanda wacana. Ini bukan penanda wacana yang biasa, tapi you boleh guna juga. It sounds nice, huh? You can get this at the bookstore, which is only a stone's throw away from your house. Stone's throw maksudnya berdekatan. So dekat sini I guna sedikit what is this? Peribahasa. I hope you will consider my suggestion. Please let me know how it goes in your next letter. I hope you'll consider my suggestion. Ini closing remark dah. Please let me know how it goes in your next email. Bukan letter, email. Sebab you terima email kan, tengok balik soalan. Soalan email kan. Okay, so I buat kesilapan kat sini. So maybe you should change here to email. Okay. Lepas tu bye. Lepas tu you letak your name lah. Make sure you write Hamzah. Okay, don't write any other name. Kalau nama dia Alif, Alif. Right? This is important. You might think that benda ini, oh tak penting. Tapi saya mark peperiksaan wet and if they get the wrong name, markah content kosong. Okay, so ingat you want to get full 5 marks. So make sure your content, make sure you get your content correct lah and make sure you get the name correct. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to go to part 2. The structure for part 2, a little bit more complicated daripada part 1. Okay, again, refresh balik. Part 1, this is the structure. Opening remark, jawab soalan, 3 soalan yang dia bagi, closing remark. Itu saja. Jangan fikir banyak. 3 benda je structure ni. Now let's go to part 2. Okay, ini soalan jenis part 2. Again, this is MRSM paper. Your class has been discussing how sports can promote healthy lifestyle. Your teacher has asked you to write an essay about a sport activity that you would like to try. In your essay, you should write about the activity you would take up, reasons for your choice, where would you do this activity. Write your essay using all the notes and giving reasons for your point of view. Okay, so you need to give some reasons. Again, how is the structure for this? Let's look at the structure. Okay, so, but first, what is the question asking? The question is asking you 3 things. It's actually 4 things lah. A sports you would like to try, which is soalan number the second one. The activity you would like to take up, reasons for your choice, sebab, and where would you do this activity. These are the 3 things. Okay, let's look at it. How you want to plan your or structure your guided writing. Okay, this is how I am going to structure. Okay, my face is back. Okay. Now, this structure, I have intro and conclusion. But if you only have body 1, body 2, body 3, it is okay, no problem. Tapi I just want to have an intro and a conclusion. It is up to you. Okay, but make sure you have something like this lah. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the introduction, a sport activity that you would like to try. So I'm going to give a very general intro. I akan tunjuk lepas ni. And then I'm going to, for my first body, the activity you would like to try to take up to, I'm going to give some background information. Okay, I'm going to give 2 to 3 sentences on a background information. And then for body 2, reasons for your choice, I'm going to give the reason and then I'm going to ask myself why and how. Okay, kenapa saya pilih sebab ni? So maybe the reason I choose this sport is because it is enjoyable. Why? Why is it enjoyable? Because I can play with my friends. Maybe the reason I choose this sport is because it is easy to play. Okay, so how easy is it to be played? Okay, so this is, you need to ask yourself questions baru you boleh jawab. Okay, and last kali body 3, where you will do this activity. Sama, jawab soalan mana you akan main permainan ini and kenapa you akan bermain kat sana. Contoh you cakap, I will play football at the field. Why at the field? Because football is an outdoor sport. It requires you to play on the grass. Football is a sport that is best played on the grass. If you choose futsal or badminton, you will play in the court. Okay, why would you play in the court? Because there is, when you play in the court, there will be no wind. Tak ada angin, akan kacau your game. Okay, all of these are all the reasons. So you can ask yourself why and how. This is how you structure your essay for part 2. Okay, and then conclusion you restate. Okay, sebut balik why. Okay, let's look at the introduction first. Okay, so this is my introduction. Very simple introduction, straightforward saja. It is no secret that sports can play a crucial role to promote a healthy lifestyle. There are many types of sports in Malaysia. As for me, the sport that I would like to participate in is futsal. So I already say futsal is the sport that I'm going to play. Okay. So this is perangan kedua saya. So saya akan start macam ni. To begin with, futsal is an indoor sport that requires 5 people in each team. It is quite popular in Malaysia, particularly among teenagers and also young adults. Okay. And then sebab pilihan saya, this is perangan ketiga dah. You nampak, so it's not really long tau. It's not long. It's very straight to the point. Okay. Ini perangan kedua saya. Perangan ketiga saya. Reasons for my choice. There are many reasons that contribute, menyumbang to why I would like to take up futsal. For starters, futsal is an enjoyable sport that one can play with their friends. Besides that, futsal is highly energetic that will build my stamina and strength. Hence, oleh itu, these are the two main reasons why I would choose to take up futsal. Habis. That is my reason. I bagi dua sebab saja. You cannot give more than that because tak cukup patah you akan lebih daripada apa yang dia tanya. And where would you do this activity? So I start dengan normally. Okay, normally I will play futsal in the courts around my neighborhood. This is because futsal courts around my house are affordable and convenient. Okay, so I say convenient ni macam senang nak pergi. Okay, so maybe you boleh tambah kat situ. And then I bagi sedikit description. I cakap each game would normally last around 1 to 2 hours depending, bergantung on how long we intend to play, berniat untuk bermain. So if you look at my structure here, again, it's very straightforward. Part 2 is not something, part 2 is a bit difficult actually. Most students struggle at part 2 because you tak tahu benda ni dah berakhir ke belum. Because you tak tahu nak guna past tense ke present tense. Okay. So for part 2, selalunya dia akan tanya macam soalan jenis fakta. So it is present tense. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So conclusion, to conclude, futsal is a convenient sport that one can do in this day and age. So pada waktu sekarang, futsal is easy. You can do it. If football, because of the flood, because of the weather, Malaysia is sometimes too hot. So futsal is obviously it's a more convenient sport. Okay, tapi ini semua tak boleh sebut lah. Because if you sebut, dia akan jadi sangat panjang. Okay. And then closing statement, one can reap many benefits by participating in futsal. Ataupun you boleh add, one can remain or stay healthy by playing futsal. Okay. This is the concluding statement. Okay, and now we look at this. Okay, let me remove myself. Okay. This is already 189 words. Soalan hanya tanya 150 or to 180 words. So even this dah lebih sedikit dah. So again, maybe you don't want the intro, you don't want the conclusion, boleh. Then you can tambah lebih banyak isi kat sini. It's fine how you want to do it. I like the intro, I like conclusion, so that is why I put it. But it's up to you. Okay. So okay, this is the full essay. Okay, you can pause the video and read it later. You boleh tengok I guna banyak penanda wacana. To begin with, particularly, for starters, besides that, hence, normally, this is because, to conclude. Okay, so you can see I memang guna penanda wacana. Alright, let's go to the next one. Now we're going to go to part 3. Now this will be a little bit long, but we will try to finish everything in 5 more minutes, so it will not be a very long video for you to watch. So let's go. Okay, article. What is an article? So article is a factual piece. So article is jenis fakta. Okay, and you are writing this to educate untuk your audience to belajar benda baru. That is why you write an article. So typically an article will have 5 paragraphs. 5 paragraphs. 5. intro, 3 body, and 1 conclusion. Let's continue. Okay, this is the most important part. Alamak, this one ni rosak sikit. It's okay on top here, but never mind. Now, this here is the most important part. How do I make this? Okay, but it's okay lah. Okay. This is your how to structure your essay. Okay. So for article, you have your introduction, you have the general statement. Okay, let's look at the MRSM question. Let me find the question first. Wait, let me find the, where is the question? Wait, give me 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's look at the question terus. So I need to go to StreamYard, share. It's okay. I tell you what. Share screen. Share. Okay, wait. I have the question now. So I think you can. Yeah. So you should see the question here. MRSM paper. Okay. We are going to go down. Oh no, this is paper 1. Sorry, this is paper 1. We're going to go for paper 2 actually. Alright, okay, so let's look at this question. So we look at this question. Okay, so for article, part-time jobs. What are the part-time jobs? What part-time jobs are suitable for teenagers? What are the benefits of having part-time jobs? How can you ensure part-time job does not affect your studies? So ini 3 akan jadi you punya. These 3 will become your apa tu? Your EC. Okay? Will become your EC. Let's go back here. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. So for article, okay, if you are still on the stream, can you hear me? Can someone respond if you can hear me? I hope you can hear me. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Okay, so your general statement will be something like part-time jobs are common for students. Okay, thank you, Sir Carol. Okay, so your general statement will be like part-time jobs are common for students today. And then your background, bagi sedikit context. Okay, why is part-time jobs common? Okay, so part-time jobs are common for students today, general statement, and then background. Many students do part-time jobs to gain additional income. And then bagi you punya thesis statement. Thesis statement sangat penting. Apa itu thesis statement? I will show you in another video. Okay? But thesis statement ni akan memberi kamu outline you punya essay. Okay, so your thesis statement will be something like, so in this article, I will discuss how teenagers, you tengok soalan dia balik. So soalan dia pasal part-time jobs kan. Okay, so you can your thesis statement will be like, so this article will discuss part-time jobs, or will discuss on how part-time jobs, or on how teenagers can do part-time jobs during their free time. Okay, something like this. Okay, thank you, Damia. Alright, and then for your body, you can ada topic statement, lepas tu bagi sedikit huraian, bagi satu contoh, and lepas tu you bagi concluding statement. This is the structure for all 3 essays. Okay, now if I'm going to explain one by one, it will take very long, so I will just show you the structure. And then for conclusion, you restate balik. Yang atas ni adalah restate. So you just restate your essay, restate your points, and then bagi tahu kamu kenapa ia adalah sangat penting. Okay, alright, so let's go to the next one. Review. Okay, so a review is to share your opinions and experience with an audience. Okay, so a review has 5 paragraphs. Okay, intro, pendapat tiga, and recommendation. That is what a review is about. So if you look here again, structure dia lebih kurang sama. So you can start off with a general review statement. Okay, recently I went to a restaurant in Kuala Terengganu to have my lunch. The name of the restaurant is, then you give the name of the restaurant lah. Okay, and then ini context. Okay, you bagi sedikit, okay, some context on the restaurant, like when the restaurant was established, who is the owner of the restaurant, what kind of food the restaurant serves. Okay, and then you give the body, your pendapat. Apakah pendapat pertama kamu on this restaurant, your first review. Maybe you want to say the service was great, and then your second opinion you want to say the food was delicious, and then your third opinion you want to say however the place was crowded with people. There were many people coming in for their meals, so there was a long crowd waiting to get their place. And because of the recent COVID restrictions, sometimes it's better to take away instead of eating in the restaurant, something like this. Okay, so you need to give your 3 opinions. Okay, if say the review is about a movie, maybe your first pendapat, your first opinion can be about the storyline. Your second opinion can be about the actors. Okay, how was the actor? Was it realistic? And maybe your third opinion is maybe about the graphics. Okay, the graphics of the story. Maybe the graphics was a bit fake. It wasn't that cool. It wasn't that interesting. You can say the film spent around 6 million ringgit, but still the graphic was not suitable. Not suitable. Still, the graphic was not up to par. It was not really great to watch because the graphics was not refined and all of this. Okay, this is your body. You boleh bagi 2 pendapat bagus, 1 pendapat tidak sangat bagus, or you boleh bagi semua bagus, ataupun 2 buruk, 1 bagus. It's up to you. Ataupun semua buruk pun boleh juga. But if you're writing a review, you want to recommend it to someone because that is your conclusion. Because in your conclusion, you need to restate your main points. Just sebut balik saja, and then you recommend. Okay, I strongly recommend you to watch this movie in the cinemas because it is a movie that you cannot miss. It is one of the best action movies of our time. Finally, and then you conclude balik. Finally, I hope that you can also spread the word to your friends to watch this film. Trust me, you will not regret watching it. Macam tu. Alright? So that is the structure for your review. This is how you do your review. Again, I don't want to go in detail because if I go in detail, this will be a very, very long video. And then for story, okay, a story is technically you want to tell an experience. You want to recreate an experience. So a story has 3 parts: before the incident, during the incident, and after the incident. And usually a story you will have around 6 paragraphs: before, during, and after. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, this is how a story will look like. You have the introduction, the rising action, the climax, falling action, and resolution. Okay, I'm going to give you a very standard, a very simple way to do your story. Think of the climax first. Okay, say for example, the story is about the happiest day in your life. You think about what is the most happiest day in your life, the happiest moment. That is your climax. And then before apa yang berlaku sebelum itu, after apa yang berlaku selepas itu. Okay, so maybe the happiest moment in your life is when you score straight A's for your PT3 or for your SPM. Not yet, right? SPM. Or maybe for your SPM. Let's just say for your SPM. So what happened before you go and take your result? And what happened after you go and take your result? Think around 8 points. Okay? What happened before? So in the morning you woke up, you were feeling nervous. You spoke to your mother calmed you down. You called your friends did not pick up. You were even more nervous. Suddenly the school teacher called you to ask you to come to school immediately. You rushed to school. As you're waiting in the hall, and for the results to be announced, the teacher mentioned that you are the best student, you scored straight A's, you were so happy. After that apa berlaku? After that, you were grateful to your teachers, you thanked your teachers, then your parents also came to school. The local news interviewed you to know how you what you did to achieve your such good results. And then you were so happy that you made your parents proud. Habis, itu sahaja. This is how you do your story. What is the climax? Think 8 points before, think around 8 points after. For your climax, think around 5 to 8 points. And then you have a very good storyline. Okay? Okay, let's go to the last one. Report. Again, report so far has not come out yet, but people have said about report. So I'm just going to look at it. Okay, report, you're going to start off with an objective of the report. Then you have context and also context. Sorry, it's a bit distorted benda ni. Okay, and then for your body you got point 1, point 2, point 3. Okay, this is your structure. And then for your conclusion, for report, if can give a suggestion or a recommendation. Say you did a report on a camping trip, so maybe you can give some suggestions. Maybe you can end by saying next time we should go to a different location because this location was not safe for our students. And then you conclude your report. Okay, I hope this report will be useful for the school administrators or for the school authorities, something like that. So again, you can pause this video at this point. Look at the structure. It's very simple, very straightforward. And that is the end of our what is this presentation. Okay, so it's already 27 minutes. It's really long video. I don't want it to be too long, so then you won't watch. I'm going to end the video now. Again, this is the structures for writing your essays. Okay, these structures can help you to plan how to write. So that is why this is important for you. Before I end, do you have any questions? I know there's like around 14 of you here. If you have any questions, please ask in the chat before I end, or you can also ask me later on. All right. Okay, so I don't think there's any chat. There's any questions. So I'm going to end the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll find this lesson useful for your preparation for the SPM examination. Thank you.